Hello, everybody. I'm Steve Reinharz, CEO of hopefully your favorite ticker, Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions. And hasn't AI been on a bit of a roll lately? It sure has. So folks, this is our weekly update. For those that are new, welcome. For our longtime fans, followers, investors, thank you so much. Let me make sure that we're keeping you up to date with all the goodness. My facial expressions might be a little bit weird. I'm still kind of halfway frozen from some dental work that I did, so please excuse me in advance. All right, let's jump into it. We had 3 press releases this past week, which was great, working to make sure that our audience is able to have access to the information through presses and 8Ks. Okay, so one of the things we talked about was the big show. And a cool thing happened. We issued that TV show press release. And, you know, one of the people on the show who kind of works with us, she called us up and she's like, hey, read the press release. Everybody's so excited. You guys should probably be able to release the show details next week, which we were like, wow, number one, I love how you're reading our press releases. Now you're a fan of the company. And 2, that's what we want to hear. I want to get this information out. So actually today, the show released the cast, because it's a reality show. So the cast, as they call it, the participants were released, and there's some big names. I'm like, wow. So I think that's going to be very interesting. It's new territory. It's very fun. It's very interesting, and hopefully brings exposure to RAD and AITX. So look for hopefully a release of more information on that next week. And that's really cool. That was one of the pressers. Another of the pressers, and I normally don't talk about what we've already press released, as you guys all know. I say go to AITX.ai, pull the press release, read it, figure it out, do that. But this week was a bit of an interesting week, so I want to talk a little bit more about each of the pressers. That was the show press release. Next press release I want to talk about is the one that we did. The first one I think we did, which was Tuesday, I think, was reduction in expenses, about almost $100,000 a month. Narrowing that gap, guys, narrowing that gap. We're so focused. We're so focused on bringing in the sales and creating the right relationships and having successful customers. And we all know it's not easy. It's hard. And there's no guarantees. We got to keep plugging away. We got to keep grinding. And we are grinding and we are plugging away and we are making progress. We have such a big sales funnel. When is that going to hit? Well, along those lines, as I think I mentioned a few weeks ago, I'd be diving more into sales in terms of use of my time. And we're basically going to be embarking on an effort to dislodge these sales that are at the finish line. And we've identified the problem. And the problem is that our internal advocates, security directors, chief security officers, and so forth, haven't been raised generally in a corporate environment where they're good at internal sales. They're good at reporting from their law enforcement experience primarily, but not necessarily that culture doesn't necessarily lend itself to innovation and adoption and risk. So it's risk averse. So we're focusing internally on dislodging these orders and getting them, these quotes, these proposals, and getting into the order phase. But at the same time, because as you know, I have a board position on SIA, using that position and some of the companies who are in the same position that we are, we're going to be doing some work with the industry, helping train sales skills into security directors so that we can advance the industry. It's an industry-wide challenge, just kind of plodding along with sales. We need faster, more sales. And I'm not shy to share with you guys, we need more sales. I need this funnel to open up. And we will with perseverance and the grind. Okay, so I just wanted to share that. We're going to keep our eye on expenses. We're going to keep our eye on the problem. We're going to unleash the funnel, hopefully. Okay, Next press release we did was on Thursday, and in it I said, hey, we got 3 GPT related instances, I don't know what you want to call it, coming out. One for IR, one for sales assistant, one for tech assistants. And I thought it was a great PR. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't think it was a great PR. Market reaction on it was muted. It happens. It's fine. I can never estimate what the market might or might not do. I have no idea. But I think that's a significant release for us. I think that it's going to allow deeper, intelligent engagement without overhead costs, without significant overhead costs on RAD or AITX across the board. It's basically a super inexpensive force multiplier. And I couldn't be more excited about it. The IR version is going to be the first version that comes out. I should be testing tomorrow, which is going to be Sunday the 7th, the latest version, which I might green light, send to legal and then green light. So that's really exciting. Okay. And that was it. Those are the 3 press releases: show, reduction in expenses, right? Profitability, and GPT stuff. So I hope you liked them. I like them, and it keeps you up to date what's happening. There's thousands of tickers out there. There's hundreds of thousands of companies. But I want you to know what's happening at our shop. Okay, so there is intention to name the show next week. There's a cool sales announcement or 2 coming next week as well. We're really getting close on some big items. We've been close on a lot of big items, but really close on a couple. So hopefully those things come through, please. Talked about empowering security buyers to sell security internally, right? And listen, guys, we're working, we're grinding, we're making things happen. We have a roadmap for technology that we're going to be releasing, hopefully end of next week, which might have a surprise in it. I think it will have a surprise in it, and might shake up one of our industry partners, or not partners, but one of our industry friendlies a little bit, but that's how it goes. So keep your eyes open for that. Stay tuned to AITX for what's going to happen next week. I gave a couple bits of information as to what would happen, but I want you to see it first, so stay tuned. Everybody reach out to me. Thanks for the comments and feedback. YouTube, Twitter, email, whatever. Let's chat. Thank you so much. Have a great, safe weekend. All the best.